My dad was the source of inspiration. He insisted that we will not be employees, but rather be employers. There's plenty of opportunity to go into business. So that was the encouragement from my dad. Well, he was an employer himself, running a successful business. So he felt as an encouragement for the rest of his children. All 6 of us brothers, all have qualified as professionals, and they've never worked for anybody else.
I think I was a little forced into being an employer, but when Vijay decided to start his own business, he convinced me that I should join him, and that's how we started the business initially.
And we bought our first North Star computer, a huge thing. You know, it virtually took a whole desk where we could have put a cloth to sit on. And the lady that we employed, what a nice lady, she didn't sleep for a whole week. She was so worked up that this thing has come now. How is she going to learn to operate the computer? So that was one of the very fondest memories, the initial stages. I mean, the very first fax machine that came out in 1982, in 1983 we already had a fax machine. We were the first accounting practice to have a fax machine. But that was my philosophy, that we have to embrace technology, otherwise you're going to get left behind.
It's been a learning curve, I think. It's patience, and I think we really know each other very well because we grew up as a family that prayed together and stayed together and did everything together. So we know each other really well, and I think we know our strengths and our weaknesses, and we draw from that.
Yeah, I think I suppose because Mum and Dad worked together when we were growing up, when we weren't in the business, I suppose we already had something that was kind of modeled in terms of the relationship, how you manage family separately to work. So I suppose us coming in now was kind of an extension of the same thing, really, because we kind of knew how to carry ourselves, how to behave, how to not to mix things. It can be challenging, because we're always together all the time, but we managed to make sure that we separate all the different aspects of our roles and responsibilities. And I think it's pretty unique because a lot of people can't work with their family, and I think in our case we've been able to make it work, which is really good.
We came in as 2 young females, going around seeing all the clients. It did help that she looked just like her mum, so people intuitively trusted her. So that really helps. But I think for me is to embrace us as new leaders, and also welcome all our different styles and processes and how we do things.
I was en route to becoming a CA, a chartered accountant, and I had a chat with Marishi's dad. I think he was chairman of the South African Institute of Professional Accountants at the time, SAIPA. And then he introduced me to SAIPA, and he told me, such a cumbersome route become a CA, why don't you just become a professional accountant? And I signed up with him. I worked for 3 years. I did my articles, and at the end of it, I was ready to leave. And then I just sort of stayed on, and the rest was history.
I would say the best part about being part of the team is we're all working together. So it's seen as very much as a family type of institution and organization where we all communicate, we all laugh, but obviously when we're getting down and dirty doing the work, we all support each other, help each other, and assist wherever we can.
When it comes to Narishi and Bijal, they are a wealth of knowledge. They're female powerhouses, and they're so inspiring. I've learned so many technical aspects of accounting from them, but also I've learned how to treat clients, how to engage with and relate to our clients, and how to always try to make a difference.
Even back then, when I met Mrs. Patel back in 2002, it was amazing because she's such a wealth of knowledge, and she's there to inspire people. It's just been awesome. Wow, there are just so many similarities. Sometimes when I look at Narishi and I go, oh wow, I see your mom in a lot of things that she does, in the way that she moves, in the way that she talks, and also the way she inspires people. I think that her mom taught her a wealth of properties that just make people feel loved, feel welcomed.
So I think to every single one of the NFS Group staff, we really value you. You are really part of the family, and we hope you feel like that every single day when you walk in the door. So we need to grow exponentially in the next 40, and you're with us every step of the way.
It's difficult to say what your heart is feeling, and on a day like this, but gratitude beyond words, humility beyond words, that we get the opportunity to come into the business. I know Dad, used to always make a joke that, we always used to say, the business is ours, because we felt that we were working in it from such a young age. But we're so grateful that we've got a team, we've got a really good leadership team that's now come into the business, and thank you for allowing us the opportunity to take it to the next level.
So Mom and Dad, it's just grateful, incredibly grateful for all the lessons and for leaving and trusting us to take this forward. I think it was difficult at first to just let go the reins, but you have also done that in true style, and let us be who we want to be, and backed us all the way thus far, and I'm sure you will always.
Happy 40th birthday, NFS Group!